equipment wise, it looks like they've given us Marauder gear. Okay, they've given us some other type of gear too. If we want to use it, we can. I don't know yet. We'll just see. Not really sure. Seems like from what I've seen, it was supposedly looked like it was mainly a DPS type of build. All right, so we got the Bladesworn. You can wield pistols. So flow is gained at a constant rate while in combat and decays quickly when combat ends. Attacking will not generate flow, and flow cannot be used for core warrior burst skills. Skills and traits that generate adrenaline will have their adrenaline gain converted to flow. Flow. Let it flow, let it flow. And then we got Gun X Sword. Gain access to the Gun Saver, F2, as an alternate weapon set, but lose the ability to swap to other weapons set during combat. Okay. F2, F1. Unsheath the saber. Alright, so we got, for the Bladesworn, we've got River's Flow, Swift as the Wind, Unseen Sword. Let's see what this incoming healing increase. Healing yourself increases flow rate. Unshakable Mountain. Using the final round of ammo on an ammunition skill grants barrier. Immortal Dragon. Dragon slash heals you for a percentage of the damage dealt. So this is all your healing line up here. Okay. Movement skills. Grant swiftness and increased flow rate. Dragon scale defense. If you are struck while in dragon trigger, gain protection. Burn foes in a small area. Guns and glory. Gain ferocity for a short duration when you hit with an explosion. This affects stacks duration. Unyielding dragon. Dragon slash becomes unblockable, ignores blindness, and stuns foes on hit. Okay. And then the third trait line, you got Unseen Sword. After a delay, deliver a circular attack to foes around you. Increase flow rate if it hits. Flow rate. Swapping weapons, strike all nearby foes. Okay. Lust Forest. Using the final round of ammo on an ammunition skill reduces the recharge of all equipped skills. So I guess this is your ammo over here, right? And then we got Dragon Slash has a lower maximum charge level, but re-enters Dragon Trigger if you can pay the flow cost. So this looks all to me like this is all mainly like a DPS kind of build. I'm not really seeing any kind of maybe a healing DPS type of build. They got you traded out with arms and strength. Okay. Let's see what the special we got. Combat stimulant. Armament. Heal yourself and enter stem state. When stem state expires, you are healed again. Live stem, dead stem, all same stem. Using this skill while in stem state grants boons. Grants boons. Delayed healing. Initial healing. Flow stabilizer. Armament. Increase flow rate and gain stability. If you already have stability, gain additional flow rate. Okay. Bulletproof barrier. Throw a device that explodes when it lands, which leaves behind a barrier that blocks projectiles. Okay. Throw a device that leaves behind a wall of energy, crippling foes that pass through it. Foes that are already crippled become immobilized. Reload ammo on all your profession skills. Okay. Swap. So it looks like they've given us. Is that the rifle? Huh. Do you have to use the rifle with this? We got axe and pistol here. Mm. All right, let's go check. There's a Bladesworn right there. Somebody. Still don't figure out what I need, what it has to do to get the charges on there. And it may not even be important, but I think it has something to do with this gun saber. I mean, I'm doing okay just with the pistol offhand and the axe, but don't you want to play with the specialization? I mean, I do. I mean, why do I want to have a character if I can't use the specialization? Alright. I don't know. I mean, I'm keeping my flow up now, but I'm not building up any kind of charges. If I hit 2, that gives me another set of skills, but it goes right back into it. I don't think this is working right. This charge thing is not working right. This guy, I read him before, he must be AFK.
Kill them all. Concentrate.
I wonder this gun saber stuff, how much it doesn't cause a lot of damage. I mean, I wonder how that what they base that on. You know, like if over here when you got your axe, so your axe when you're equipped your with that, like right here, see my axe has got a certain weapon strength. But where are they getting the weapon strength for on the gun saber? Where does that come from, I wonder? Oh no. I had to get some more water. Let's look at this here over here a minute. Go back to my build. Let's try a different kind of build. Let's try we got arms. Let's try strength here instead of discipline. See what that does. Deal increased strike damage. Using a heal skill grants might. Movement skill. Let's try this one. Body blow. Gain power and a chance to gain might on critical strikes. Is that considered a great sword? I don't know. We'll try it. Gain vitality and all that. Let's see how that kicks me up some. Uh, hammer. Let's
Mr.
try
Soldier, his
this one.
announcement
Uh-oh.
service will only be
I'm in
rising.
combat. Uh-oh. I'm getting hurt because I'm being attacked.
Ready. It's over.
Alright, I gotta go back over here and finish my build. I was gonna use this one because here's some berserker power here. It gives you some kind of charges, but I'm not sure. That says you get damage based on your charges, but how do you build up the charge? Is what I'm still trying to figure that out. Right? Let's fight this aggressive vulture.
Getting pumped.
Huh. Actually, it seems like I build up my flow quicker when I'm using just the basic weapons. Yeah, let's go back to my basic weapons and try to build flow.
Kill shot.
See,
Gaining
I like
adrenaline.
that barrier. That's pretty good because there's a lot of these types of mobs that plink away at you while you're in. So that's kind of a good skill to have. This barrier. See, although I don't. If you fire that and then you hit your force skill, it's supposed to reload all your shots. I don't know why that pushes you back though. What's the purpose of that?
Kill them all.
Alright, so I'm full flow, but I don't understand what it takes to build up a
Adrenaline
charge.
rising. Ready for action. Reload. That's the stuff. Fire.
Oh, he killed me. Alright.
Before you head into Bobby, I have information you're going to want to hear.
um, can't seem to get enough to drink. I don't think something's working right. This charge thing I don't think is working right. I'd have to go back and watch his presentation to see if he explained how that worked. Let's see. Let's throw a device that leaves behind. Okay. And this throws a device. Increase flow rate and gains. If you already have stability, gain additional flow rate. Hmm. Oh no. It's kind of confusing, isn't it? Let's change this to strength. No, we got strength. Let's try this to tactics. Warhorn, we're not using the warhorn. Soldier's focus. Immobile when you cripple them. Let's try that. I don't know if I've got anything that cripples though. Warrior deal increase Shrug it off. Increase power. Let's try the shrug it off. These aren't shouts. What are these called? These are called armaments. Armaments. Okay. When you grant yourself, grant that to skills, gain, reduce, recharge, and heal allies. Uh, Soldiers folk partially recharge all of your when activated. I don't know. Not really sure this is a good use. Tact is probably kind of useless with this. Strength. What about defense? Let's try defense instead of that. Let's see what this one does. Um, let's try this code of the week. Gain power based on your toughness. Uh, we'll try that one. Okay. Let's fight these guys again and see how well we do against them.
Fire! Adrenaline ball.
Uh-oh. Uh,
Feel the adrenaline. That's the stuff.
I died. Okay. I don't know.
Before you head into Bobby, I have information you're
Don't
going to want
know.
to hear.
Plus my food's ran out on me again. Alright. Let's try this. Sharpening stone and sweet and spicy butternut squash. Okay. Let's see.
Shield. Gave way. wounded.
Well, wasn't there something in his demonstration? Seems like I recall where he had like
Ready for action.
you were supposed to
You
charge something up somehow, or was
concentrate.
that
Match the
on
ready for
another one of
anything.
those skills that I thought it had to do with this blades sworn.
Reinforcements requested.
Okay, that's not it. That's not it. Am I getting that confused though? It seemed like I remember in the advertisement it shows them charging it up and then they launch their attack. But that's not happening. Time of day. It was hour and 13 minutes. I'll try it a little bit more, but I'm probably gonna uh, have to look at some of this offline to see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong with this build, unless there's something. All right, so now this is up. So, but if I go into that and then I hit anything else, it kicks me right back out. I mean, I get a whole nother set of skills, but if I hit any one of them, it kicks me out, and I don't have those skills anymore. Huh.
Gaining adrenaline. Kill shot.
Hmm.
Demonstrate the formation for the spring.
Let's see if I what I can do against a bunch of little enemies.
Centering. Ready for anything.
Okay, so here I got swift cut. No, it didn't even last. It didn't even stay on there very long. Oh no. Alright, so I got a full adrenaline bar. If I hit that.
Calm before the storm.
Oh, now I got charges. Oh, okay. I see how that works now. Alright. I see. Okay. I figured it out. Alright. So what you gotta do is we gotta build it up. So let's get in combat here.
Ready.
Let's build that up this flow. and then I can go into this
Calm before the storm.
now, and then unleash everything. Okay, I see. I see how that works. All right. It's not an automatic thing, and the more this flow you have built up, the better you are. I mean, the
Kill
more
'em
you
all.
can.
More ammo.
All right.
Fire. More ammo.
Okay. You got to get into sustained combat though.
Kill 'em all. Kill shot.
Ah.
I won't miss next time. Reporting for duty. Can't breathe.
I couldn't get enough flow built up to go into it, but I see how that works. I see how that works. All right.
Before you head into Bobby, I have information you're going to want to hear.
Let's try it. Let's try it one more time. Okay. Let's come down here and pick a fight with these guys.
There is no escape for you!
Adrenaline rising. Reload. Ah. Ready for anything. Oh, that had to hurt. Kill 'em all.
See now, well, let's do this. See now I can go into that, and if I hit this,
Calm before the storm.
well, I didn't have enough. It wasn't building up enough charges because I wasn't in combat. You got to be in combat for this to work. That's the only thing about it. Plus you got to stay alive long enough. You got to have some kind of. I'd have to look and figure out some kind of build that give me sustain. Something that's going to give me, enough sustain.
Can't breathe.
All right. Let me see if I go in there now and hit 3.
Missed.
There we go. All right. So that's how that works. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not real excited about this specialty at all. I mean, I like Warrior, but I don't think they've done the Warrior justice with this build. Unfortunately, that's my
Before you head
opinion.
into Bobby, I have information
And I'm not
you're
an
going to want to
expert,
hear.
but if I'm trying to complete content in the environment, I gotta be able to stay alive. So that's the biggest problem I'm having. Of course, I've got a glass build going on. Uh, let's see if you do all this heal stuff. And this trait line here is just kind of all over the place. There's not like any one. Dragon Slash heals you for a percentage of damage dealt. Dragon Slash has a lower maximum charge level, but re-enters if you can pay the flow cost. Not really sure I understand how that's working. All right, let's try it again. Huh.
Getting pumped. You've already lost.
Hmm. Okay.
Kill them all.
Okay, let's go into
That had to hurt.
and
Adrenaline
three.
faster. Once more. Feel it.
Huh. All right.
Getting pumped. Ready for anything.
I'm staying in there. Let's see.
Dragon slap. Come once more.
All right, I got stuck over here. That seems to be working a little better like that. So that's what you have to do. You got to get your flow built up, and then you do your dragon trigger, but you don't hit any of these skills down here. You just wait till you get your charges up here, and then once you get your charges, you can release something down here. But which one of those, I don't know. I'd have to figure out which would be the most effective. It's kind of hard to do when you're not in combat to see, what you need to do. All right. So that's the new Bladesworn for Warrior. The Bladesworn, which, like I said, I don't know if I'm really excited about that at all or not. I would have to play with it, tweak some of these builds, and figure out which one of these works better and which one. Some of these are okay, but they're kind of really situational. These barriers, fences, and barriers and stuff. And this one here, I'm not. I think what this does is just recharge all these when these get low.